Hi guys, in this video I want to show you the better and the simplest way to download all your files from your Google Drive. Yes, how to simply download all your files from your Google Drive. Now, you might have seen so many videos telling you if you need to download your files from Google Drive, and what you should do is open up your Google Drive, then you start clicking on the folder, like highlighting this way, then you click on download, as the case may be. Have you seen it? Now, the disadvantage of this particular method is if your drive has a lot of files, even if your files are not in folder like this, it's even better if you have your files in folder. But what if in a case whereby your files are not in a folder, or your files have not been organized to be in different folders? How do you manage to copy everything, or to highlight and download everything? So this is why I've decided to show you guys how to simply download all your files. The simple method, the simple way to download all your files from your Google Drive. Now, what you want to do is, on your browser, on your web browser like this, just open a new tab. Then open a new tab. If your home page is like this, if your home page is Google home page like this is like this because I'm using Google Chrome browser. So, but in your own case, you might be using another web browser, so you might have to type in google.com. So when you get to google.com, and you should be sure that your Gmail is signed in. You understand? Make sure that particular Gmail is signed in, that particular Gmail where you have your files stored in the drive. So in this case now, as you can see, this is the Gmail icon here, this is the Google account here. So now I have like two accounts logged in here, so I'll be switching from this to the particular one I want to work with now. This is it. Let me switch quickly. So as you can see guys, I've switched already. Now what you want to do is just follow the step. It's not a complicated step. So what you want to do next is click on this hamburger menu, click on it like this. You should see different Google apps, but you don't have any business with the Google apps. This is where you have business with accounts. Click on accounts, it opens up. Then once you arrive this page, you want to come to data and privacy. You want to come to data and privacy. Click on data and privacy, let it load up. Then once it loads up like this, you scroll down to where you'll see Google Drive icon. Just follow my steps, exactly this part. You can just search for data from apps and service, then apps and service, all these things. So this is where you are actually going. Content saved from Google services, click on it like this. Then it opens up this Google dashboard. Then you scroll down, this is what you have business with. You can as well go ahead with the other Google products. As you know, Gmail is a Google product, YouTube is a Google product, but right now this is the particular product we are concerned about, the Google Drive. Then you click on download, it opens up in a new tab. Now what you want to do now is, once it's downloading, it's still loading. Once it's downloading like this, just follow my steps. You want to come to all drive data included, click on it, let it open. Now as you can see guys, you have drive content options, include all files and folders in drive. That is if you want to download everything you have on your drive. But if you have specific files to download, then you should uncheck this, then deselect all. Then you start selecting yourself one after the other. So you might not need to download all this Google Sheets user data, Google Forms user data, Google Doc user preference, unless you know you've once created Google Forms and you have data in your Google Form, or you've once created Google Sheets. You understand? So you might want to you might need those documents, so you might want to import them or export them rather. So now let's say in this case you have files you want to select. You just click on the files you want to select like this very quickly, or probably if the files you want to select are more than the ones you don't want to select, then you want to first select all, then you deselect the ones you don't want. You understand? Like this. So now I only have 3 folders. As you can see, this is the Google Drive here. As you can see, I only have these 3 folders to download. Then, and I've checked those folders here, as you can see. So the next thing you want to do is click on OK. So once you are done, as you can see here, it says 3 folders selected. Then you click on next. Now it will ask you the destination, how you want it to look like. It says destination, transfer to, send download link via email. You can click on it to check for other options. Add to Drive, add to Dropbox, add to OneDrive, add to Box. But in my own case, I would prefer the download link to be sent to my email. Now what would happen is Google would compress all the files you've chosen to download. You understand? Google would compress it probably on their server, then you'll be sent a link to download it. So that link would have included the compressed folder of the selected files. I hope you get. Now let's go ahead now. Frequency, one export, just one export. So file type size, let it be zip. File size, you want to say 50 gig, because if you leave it at 2 gig, it's going to tell you that export larger than this size will be split into multiple files. So in case your own files might be bigger, you might want to say 10. You say export larger than this size, that's 10 gig. And if you know what you are exporting is more than 10 gig, then you want to select 50 gig. So at this level, at least, so let me say 10, let me just say 4 gig. In fact, 2 gig, what I'm exporting is not much. So 2 gig. Now it's going to export as zip file. But it's not going to come into my mail as a file. It's coming into my mail as a link. So once I click on that link, the files will be able to download. The files I've selected. Now you click on export like this. As you can see, it says your account, your data. Export a copy of content in your Google. Forget that. Select data to include. One of one selected. Choose file type, frequency. We've done that. Export progress. As you can see, it says Google is creating a copy of files from Drive. This process can take a long time, possibly hours or day to complete. You'll receive an email when your export is done. It actually depends on the size of the files you are trying to download. So, and I think by now I should have gotten the link, because I don't really have much files in that particular Google Drive. So let me check the mail. Let me see the mail. Here, let me click on it this way. Click here. Ledums. Let's see how it goes. As you can see, guys, as you can see, the link has been sent to me. Google Takeout. Your Google data is ready to download. Then you open the mail. Then you should see the link. As you can see it, manage export, download your file. Then you just simply go ahead to click on download your files. I hope you guys get that. So you click on download your files. So once you click on download your files like this, it opens up your Gmail login interface. You understand? It's just like a way to confirm that you are the one doing this before it proceeds to download. Still loading. Okay, it's done loading now. So what you want to do is enter your password. So you input your password, then you proceed to download. It's just a simple step. I actually don't want to enter my password. I don't want to download the file. So it's just a video to show you guys how to go about doing this thing in a simple way, so you don't have to start clicking on multiple files, wasting your time and clicking holding down to, if you are using a Mac laptop, that means you have to hold down to command and start highlighting. If you are using a Windows laptop, you have to hold down the control button and start highlighting. So that is what I want to show you guys. That is just the simple step to do it. The link will be sent to your email, then you just follow it. If you are able to follow my steps, then you don't have problem downloading all your files in a jiffy. So guys, with that, I've come to the end of this particular tutorial video. I remain Olushola Daniel, guys. Make sure you are always having a great time.